Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over the Wet n Wild Little Twin Stars collection. So the Little Twin Stars are characters by Sanrio, who also makes like Hello Kitty and stuff. I had stationery with the little twin stars on it when I was really little, and like this tiny little notebook with one of those like miniature pencils, and I just loved them so much. And so I was so excited when I saw this collection because it's like nostalgia, you know, but I didn't get it for a really long time because it was kind of older when I saw it, and I was kind of like, well, I don't need it. And then I found a couple of the pieces at TJ Maxx, so of course I picked them up. And so eventually I got most of it. I didn't end up ordering the entire collection, mostly because it has a lot of tat. I didn't want like a little cup and a little makeup bag and all these weird little things with it. I'm really trying to like declutter my house and not have like random items that come with things, you know? So I just got the makeup. And the first thing we're going to start with is of course the palette. And this is called the Cotton Candy Clouds palette. So the little twin stars are like a boy and a girl, and they're kind of like, I don't know, little angel-y people. They live in clouds. I don't think they have wings, but they're really cute. You can kind of see all the colors through the lid. They have names, but of course they're like on the back. I don't know how they line up because they also don't make sense. Because like this could be twinning, but this could also be twinning. I don't know. But it doesn't really matter what they are. The colors are cute. They do go with the theme. I think there should have been more pinks than purples, personally, because if you look at the characters, there's the blue one and there's the pink one. And they also don't have, so the little boy is like this mint greeny blue and the girl is like this pale pink. And for some reason, none of those colors are really in there. Maybe this pink, but it's sort of shiny too, so it's not even like a great match because she's matte. She does have purple ribbons, I guess, but I think they went way too far on the purple instead of keeping with the character colors. And then they just have kind of like this whole section of just like browns, which, I mean, it's kind of nice when you're trying to get a look out of a palette sometimes, but it would have been better if there were more blues and more purples, and then you could have got a more blues and more pinks, or more of those like greeny blues going in, like the mint green color story. So you could have gotten a complete look out of each of those colors, which you can't really do with these. They're just not enough of each color. You maybe could do something with no, the bottom one's brown. I was thinking this was purple, but it's just a darker brown. So like over half the palette is not colors, which, I mean, I still like the idea of it. I still like the prints in it. I just think they could have gone further with it. And this is Wet n Wild. It's a drugstore brand. It's not like this is Pat McGrath or even like the Morphe or the MAC collabs we've done in the past. It's drugstore brands. Maybe they didn't want to put as much money into it because they're not getting as much money out of it. I'm not sure. I did do this eye look with the palette, and I sort of just used the purple, pink, and blue, which I think it looks okay. And I did also use, I think this one, just as sort of a blending color. But I think they could have picked better colors. And we'll just swatch a few of them so you can kind of see what they look like. Here's a row of those browns. So you can see light, sort of medium, and this is the shiny one. I did use this like up here and in here. And then we'll do some of the purple and blue. But again, also, I guess that blue, they look shimmery, but they're not as shimmery as they look. So the colors are pretty, especially the blues This is a very dull purple. I use it more as a blending color. And then the pinks are just, there's only this one pink that's even really sort of an eyeshadow. And you can see how pale it is. I used it just sort of to blend the blue into the purple because there's not a lot you can do with it. I mean, I guess you could just do a pale pink wash if you were going really simple. But the other colors are just like these, I guess, toppers. They're not real shadows. They're just sort of shimmery. And they don't even look that different once you get them out of the pan. They're all sort of just a pale, sort of silvery glitter. Even though they look, it's this row right here, they look like really different right here, but they don't have a lot of differentiation out of the pan. And I think they could have gone with just one of those and brought in some better colors to make cohesive looks. But it's still fun. I'm still keeping it because it's little twin stars, but I bet you could have gotten people buying it as well just to use it and not just for the theming. The next thing we have is we have these two little palettes. You have the one with the little boy, and then you have the one with the little girl. So these are closer to the theming, but again, I don't know why. So they have this little boy with the mint green hair, and all the colors are this really just kind of stock blue instead of being the mint green. So I don't know why that was a choice instead of going with the color of the character. The first one here is a blush, then a highlight, and then like a glitter that you can put anywhere. I didn't put glitter anywhere. I suppose I could. I could just... It's very chunky. It has moons and stars in it, which I guess is cute with the theme. I don't know that I like chunky glitter necessarily. Maybe just because I'm older. I don't know, it's fun. It's kind of cute and not too out there. But I used this blush on my cheeks, and it's okay. It smells bizarre. It is this weird, I don't know, sort of homemade Play-Doh mixed with dust, and I don't know. The smell bothered me a lot when I was putting it on, but you can sort of see the color. The texture is nice. I'm running out of arm. I'll put one right here. So that's the blush, and obviously on the cheek it's not that intense, but it is very dusty. Like, even you can just kind of, now it's gone. The formula isn't great. It doesn't stay very well. I don't even know if you can see very much on my cheeks anymore, and it wasn't like I put it on hours ago. It was just a few minutes. I didn't use this highlight because I wanted to use the one from the other palette, but here it is next to that blush. And it is sort of a blue hued highlight, which I'm not sure how I feel about. That is not sort of the thing I want on my face. Like, maybe if it was a Halloween costume and you were some sort of ice demon princess fairy something, that might be cute. But other than that, it seems like a very cold shade to highlight with. Now the other one has the same thing going across it. Same products, I guess is the word. You have a blush, a highlight, and this chunky glitter, which I think would have been nicer if one had some sort of bronzer and one had some sort of blush, because there's no way to get a complete makeup look out of these products because of the weird shades. And then on top of it, you just don't have some products. Like, you have a ton of blush and highlight, why not change one of those out to a bronzer? I didn't use this color, even though I really like the way it looks in the pan. There's a fly floating around, which I like the color, but I bet it's that same. Oh no, it sticks a little bit better. This one might be a better color and a better formula. So I'll definitely have to try this one out because I was really disappointed in the other one. And it was leaving me kind of disappointed in the collection, even though I really wanted to love it. I did use this highlight. I still don't, I'm not even quite a fan. It ended up so pink. Of pink highlight either. And it isn't even as shiny as like this eyeshadow. Like I think you'd be better off with this eyeshadow as a highlight than the actual highlight. And maybe you could use this highlight as an eyeshadow because it has a little bit more pigment than the eyeshadows. I don't know. You have the same chunky glitter except this one's in pinks. But overall, I'm kind of disappointed with this so far. It came with cute sponges. Like here's the little girl sponge. The boy one I used, and it is a good sponge. I'm not going to show you the close-up because it's all gross. But it has the little boy's face on the flat side. I like the shape. I like the sponge. It worked really well. It's really close to the Real Technique sponge, which I use all the time. And then it also came with these eyeliners, which are fun, but they're just really, really pale shades. I even tried to line under my eye with them, thinking, oh, well, I could use the blue and it would bring down this blue from up here. And even though this is like a pale blue shade, I'll just swatch them real quick on my hand. They're almost like a sidewalk chalk pastel. This one I rather like, but it doesn't go really with the little twin stars colors. I mean, it matches the star, but like I wouldn't know how to work it in so much. Maybe if I'd aligned my whole eyes with gold-ish, but it's still too like little kid yellow gold and not like a really gold color to sort of fit it in. It would look too yellow against the other colors. And then last, I didn't get all of the lip products because I was just trying not to get too much stuff. I buy way too much makeup and then like, what do I do with it? It's overtaking my life. But I did buy one with the little boy, and this one is a lip mousse, so like a liquid lip. And this one is a lip gloss. And this is just sort of a pale gloss, and this is a purpley lip. I did use them layered on my lips, and actually this I did like the look of. And actually I liked the end look of the eyeshadow. I just don't know how much more I could do with it or how much more I'd want to do with it. The eyeshadows aren't great. It's not like I'm going to be reaching for it all the time thinking, oh, that was so good to use. It blended so well. It blended okay. It worked. It wasn't anything where it's like the formula was great. There's those weird ones I don't like. It's just, and I don't know, I might actually use these again though. Even though I don't normally use such a purpley color, I like the way it turned out. And I usually don't use gloss. I prefer a matte lip, but the way this turned out in the end, I actually really liked, which I was surprised and redeemed it a little bit for me. You can't see a lot, just the shimmer. It doesn't turn out very pink, just like that tiny hint of it that doesn't come out a lot on top of the purple, but the two of these together I really did like. And that's kind of fun because then I can like carry them around and use them throughout the day, and then people will see the theming. Whereas the other stuff, the theming is fun for me to have because it's nostalgic in my childhood and all that, but no one is going to know looking at my eyeshadow. They're not going to be like, oh my gosh, is that little twin stars? They're not going to have any idea. And I don't think I can get very many good eyeshadow looks out of it. So let me know what you guys think, if any of you have tried this collection, if you enjoyed this collection, if I'm just not seeing what you saw. But if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. As always, I would love it if you would subscribe. It really helps me out. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!